What is up, you guys? Plebes here, bringing you yet another Guild Wars 2 commentary video. Here with me today, we've got Philanox from our last video, Ella Ironblood, Reiko Imai, and Empyreus the Theos, bringing you content from the Ascalonian Catacombs dungeon. Again, this is kind of a blast from the past, because we go back in time to before Logan and Ritlock really made up. And here we've got Ritlock, who was chasing Air into this dungeon. And Air is going into this dungeon because she's hunting this legendary sword named, something or other, I forget. My bad. That's just bad memory on my part. And Ritlock is trying to stop her from angering the ghosts inside the dungeon. And we have to keep them from colliding, and we also have to kill all the ghosts in the dungeon, and it's really action-packed, and I can only tell you this because I've actually done it before. So this won't be one of my really newbie dungeons. I'll actually know what I'm doing, so this shouldn't be too hard. Alright, let's go, team. Alright, so the basic idea of the story mode is that there's this King Edelburn, who's a ghost, and he's the king of the human ghosts. And then he has a bunch of champions, and you have to kill off all the champions, and then you have to kill Edelburn himself. It's a really simple plot line. It's like a really kind of dungeon crawlish sort of thing. You just kill all the mini bosses, then you'll kill the main boss. There's really no twists or anything. It's the first dungeon you unlock in the game, so of course it's going to be a lot more straightforward than the other ones, you could say. Seems we're just loading in now. My screen is black. I'm not sure if you guys can see anything. There we go. Wow, she's a fool. Wow, he's angry. Ooh, very fight, much war. Okay, so what does he do? Oh, he's angry. Wow, he's an asshole. Wow, is that the sword? No, that's Sahathan. So, Magdir has a twin sword called Sahathan, and Sahathan used to belong to the king's son. That was cool. Come on, let's roll. Okay, so the first part, you have to open all these coffins until you find this boss, and you kill the boss, then you move on. It's really just a hide and seek sort of thing. There's a ghost in pretty much every coffin. Except these, okay? Okay, now there's one. So for this dungeon, we've been scaled down really far to level 30, and that's just because it's the first dungeon you can unlock. So as a result, it's extremely low level, and it's extremely easy to do. Oh, this gave me a hammer. Okay, that's cool. Okay. Let's open all the coffins at once and see how hard it is. I'll take them all at once. Oh, okay, I guess my team was ready to follow up. Cool. This, for me, is kind of screwing around just because they've done this so many times in the past. It's so simple. Even now, though, I only just noticed that the boss's name is Nappa, which is around the area where I'm in right now. That's kind of awkward. It's like the best, like, if you guys have ever been to Napa, not that you would, necessarily, but I can tell you this, it is some of the nicest country you'll ever see. But this guy, however, seems the exact opposite of, well, nice. Or at least not very pleasant, you could say. Anyways, enough of my rambling, let's keep moving. Ella's just saying that warriors are the master race, and it's true, warriors are the best. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Reiko, hells nah! Well, you're lying, so warriors are the best. So currently my guildies are talking about Eminem. Not that I don't really listen to Eminem. I might get hate for this, but I really don't listen to rap a whole lot. Just for various reasons, one of which is that I feel like a lot of times I can't even understand what they're saying. Maybe because I don't process the words fast enough. I know, it's a really stupid sort of thing, but for those of you who might actually want to know, my tastes in music kind of lie in indie rock and alternative, like One Republic a lot, Panic at the Disco, I don't know, not so popular stuff, you could say. Anyways, back to the commentary. The captain is a very simple boss because she doesn't really do anything special. She just knocks people back, which is what a lot of standard mobs do anyways. She just has a lot of HP. So aside from that, she should be a breeze if you ever decide to run this. Or if you have run it, you can vouch for me there that she is actually a very easy boss to deal with. I'm going to keep this because it's actually worth quite a little bit. And I can craft with it and whatnot, so I'll keep that for now. Fire traps OP. Go this way. The funny thing is, the game logic here is that apparently I can use Shake It Off, I can shout, and then I can make people stop burning. Like, if they're burning alive, I can shout, and it will cure the condition and heal them. Which really doesn't make a whole lot of sense if you think about it. It's like a Jesus sort of thing. Like, how do you get rid of a fire by shouting? Nonetheless, an injury sustained through fire. This is so awkward. This is the weirdest discussion I've probably ever had. Yeah, like I said, so far this dungeon's kind of just been a clean sweep. At least for them all. Oh, there's Air. We found her. Finally. In the beginning, I think we'd never find her in this shit show. This is another one of those easy bosses. But trust me, guys, this may seem boring, but the real fun begins once we get to King Adalbern's champions. And I'm not going to talk about them in too much detail before we get into the real thing, but they're actually quite strong, and it will be kind of exciting to deal with them.
I came to stop you from inciting a full-scale ghost rampage. Why are you here?
So she wants the sword, which I mentioned earlier.
A sword called Magdir.
Magdir. Magdir was destroyed when Sorcerer King set off the full fire?
I think it survived. I believe the sword will be found at the top of these stairs.
Wow, she's stupid as hell.
Legend.
You of all people should know the power of legends. You bear Magdair's twin, so Hoppin. It was Rurik's sword.
What if I do? Adelbert's sword is no more, just like his nation.
True, very true.
Then let us go up the stairs and see for ourselves.
Although, even despite the history lesson that Ritlock just gave us, I kind of feel like Air might be right. So I'm gonna take her advice. Let's go up the stairs. Maybe we can actually find this sword of which she speaks, and maybe even take it. Because I want a flaming sword too, and maybe then I can set off the full fire myself. Quit this chamber at once. Wow, that was lag. Anyway, I love how he said quit the chamber. How do you even quit a chamber? It's like he knows that we're in a video game and that we can just quit stuff randomly. But that would be creepy, because that's like an Inception sort of thing. Like, imagine if life was a video game, and you knew that you were in a video game, but yet you could do nothing to end the video game but quit. Okay, that was stupid, but you know what? You get the drift. I don't really know how to feel about that quote. I just like many other things that I've mentioned, I didn't notice that until just now. I didn't know that he said quit that chamber at once, because the first time I did this, I was skipping all the dialogue and cutscenes because I wanted to finish it quickly. So, not only are you guys learning a lot more about this dungeon, but I'm actually learning quite a bit more than I thought I'd be. So, you know. That was interesting. Quit this chamber. Now, quit this chamber.
Ritlock, the broken sword, it's the twin to your own.
Learning more about the sword's master. Look there.
Wow, that's your son? Crossbreeding is OP.
Son is dead. So is your kingdom. Leave us.
His crown is really weird on his bald head. Those are the champions I was talking about.
You frighten no one with your meaningless threats. We've killed him before. We'll do it again.
I love how they type laughs. It's just ha 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 ha, even though it has a lot more change to it.
Now we must find these champions and silence them.
Okay, we gotta... Come. Okay, let's see, what champion is this? Master Nente. Alright. Okay, so now that we're heading into the really exciting part, I suppose, or I guess you could call it that, each of the champions has their own quirks, and Master Ranger Nente is standing on top of a large pillar, and since he's a ranger, he's using a bow, and he has a pet wolf thing, I forget the name, I think it's called Fang. Anyway, he's standing on a pillar. Let's see if I can find him. Right over here. Yeah, he's standing on that pillar. And you have to stand over on this ledge and shoot him with ranged weapons. And then, at various stages in the fight, like when he hits certain percentages of HP, he will teleport to the ledge and start meleeing you, and his wolf will assist him in melee. So, it's kind of like a sort of an air-garm relationship, like how the ranger and the wolf fight alongside one another. He really doesn't do a lot of damage. He's mostly a damage soak, and if you look him up on the, even just anywhere really, if you just look up Master Ranger Nente, many people will say that he's just a damage soak and that he can't really do much damage. He just has way too much health for a ranger, and he's just really tedious to kill.
Still unsatisfied beast. Burning Ascalon not enough for you? As long as you stalk us, we'll fight you tooth and claw. But Landrus will. I will rid you from this royal jar.
Okay then. We'll see if you can back up your words, bro. Bruh. That's right, shoot me. Look at that. I mean, he doesn't do any damage. He's just sitting there and dying. But somehow my team is getting nuked too. Okay, see, so whenever he says this, when Melandru will do this face to face, he will teleport onto the ledge and melee, and then when he says time to put some distance between us, he will immediately teleport back to the middle of the ledge and start fighting. So we're shredding him so fast now that he's just rapidly shifting between combat phases. And he's pretty much done. He can't fight us. Got him. Picked him out from across. Hold on, I want to get the treasure chest. Hold on, I'm going for the treasure because I care more about the treasure than helping my teammates. Master Ranger Ninty. I'll take that. I'll take the coins because I'm greedy. Whoa! No effing way. No way! No way! I got Shiverstone from a random boss drop, and Shiverstone is a really freaking awesome mace because it gives you bonuses to pretty much every stat, and it can inflict chill hit on hit randomly, and it's worth actually quite a bit of money. If I sold that, I could get a pretty decent profit. Wow, I was not expecting that. This is the luckiest drop I've gotten in a while, considering you've watched like 5 or 6 dungeon vids already, and I haven't gotten anything worth noting. Pleasant surprise, wow. That was actually... You saw my reaction, I was just... That was so lucky, I was not expecting that. Anyways, enough about that. We're moving on to the next champion, which is Kasha Blackblood. Kasha is a minion master, and she's a necromancer. Like, I guess if you want to classify her by a certain class, she's a master necromancer. And what she will do is she will summon a bunch of minions as well as a bunch of pools on the ground that drop a bunch of random conditions on you and your team. And the key... Oh, hold on. Someone wants to know what that is. Okay, anyways... I'll explain after the cutscene, but it should be really straightforward once we get into the fight.
Stand down, Spectre. We seek only to protect the living.
You never tell a ghost about the living. That only antagonizes them. So, take them out. So she'll summon minions, and they suck. They just die instantly. Other than that, she's pretty much face roll easy mode. She'll summon these little pools on the ground, which will drop a bunch of conditions. And yeah, that's pretty much all you need to know about her. She's a face rolling easy dungeon master. And see that? Already gone. Already dead. Where's the treasure chest? Okay, that's all it's got. Oh, there's one over here. Cool. I'll take the coins, and I'll leave, because I'm a greedy dingus. Okay, let's roll out, team. Oh, this is the annoying one. Rowena and Vassar, or Vassar, Rowena, Vassar. Okay, whatever. They're two mages, and they're like Romeo and Juliet, sort of, like, conceptually. Rowena is an elementalist, and Vassar's a mesmer. And basically what they'll do is they're two warriors that fight alongside one another, and they do more damage and they're tankier when near each other. And in order to fight them, you need to either separate them from one another so you can burst them easier, or you can burst one of them at a time and completely ignore, like what we're doing here. We're completely ignoring Vassar, and that's because Rowena is the one that does damage. Vassar's kind of just the bruiser. Doesn't really do a lot of damage. And now Vassar's going to get wrecked because he's alone and has no lover. Goodbye, Vassar. Okay, we'll take the waypoint like she says to. This is the quickest dungeon run I think I've ever done in story mode, especially with cutscenes. I feel like we're shrekking this dungeon so quickly that this might not even be like a full-length video by my standards, and I think you guys might like that, because I know my videos have been very long as of late, and, you know, let's go talk to Edelburn. He seems like a very nice fellow. Ah. My screen isn't... Okay, it's fine. My bad. Nothing was happening for a few minutes. Seconds. I killed off your champions.
Champions are gone, Ghost. Just like your son and your kingdom.
No, I don't want to join you. This is not a fun party. So, King Adalburn is a champion boss that summons the Full Fire, which is like this heavenly blue death fire, which is what he used in that first cutscene to kill off all of his people and turn them into ghosts. Yeah, so much for a champion boss. He's already gone. Bye-bye! So, his army was gone in a matter of 20 minutes tops, and oh god, that was just so fast.
Magdare is shattered, but I know a blacksmith who can mend these pieces.
Did you really think that if you got me a sword, you'd earn forgiveness?
For you, the sword would be for Logan.
What? Why would you risk our lives?
So yeah, this is before Logan and Ritlock made up, so he still hates him.
I thought it would heal old wounds. It would remind you.
Remind me of what? Betrayal? Ah, you become a sentimental woman. We're finished here. Why does Ritlock hate Logan?
Mistakes from a lifetime ago. Best forgotten. Ritlock's right. I've gotten too sentimental.
No, you haven't. Don't change. No. That's a bad idea. And okay, so that was the quickest dungeon run I've ever done. And I think you guys watching anyways, this is a really short video, and I'm kind of glad because I was running out of time anyways. So I hope you guys enjoyed this super fast dungeon run. Hope you enjoyed the gameplay. Hope you enjoyed my rather philosophical discussions about the Full Fire and all that stuff. and done. Thank you for watching, and hope you have a wonderful day.